Good afternoon. It is November the 24th. I'm afraid this is just another walk downtown, as it says on the label. I've been, well, foot's still not great, so I rested after I do some long walks sometimes. And then over the weekend, it's hard to find time to walk anyway. So, yeah, see, it's still bothering me. I keep thinking I'll wake up someday and it'll all be good, but so far that hasn't happened. I mean, it's always better, I guess, than it was, but still. Anyway, just walking downtown as usual. I've been spending the morning tidying my office, so not very exciting. I'm going to go down there and write, and then I have a meeting at Saskatchewan about something, so that's at 4, so it's give me a couple of hours to write, and then I'll just walk up to the Cornwall Center, and then I can get a ride back with my wife. I won't have to walk back. Busy week. This Friday and Saturday is the Lyric Singers concert, Happy Together. All happy songs. My solo is Jeremiah, except it's not in that pitch. It's more like Jeremiah was a bullfrog. That one, Joy to the World, is my solo. And so Wednesday night we have our first rehearsal in the venue with the band, and then Thursday night is the actual dress rehearsal, and then Friday and Saturday are the shows. And then Sunday is dress rehearsal for the Saskatchewan Voices concert, which is coming up on the following Sunday, the 7th. And the Sunday after that, I'm singing with the First Baptist Choir for their Christmas concert. So 'tis the season and all that. If you're in Regina, please come see Happy Together. Friday and Saturday, Lakeview United Church. I don't know what the tickets are. I don't know what they cost. You can get them at reginalyric.com or at the door. And then the Saskatchewan Voices concert, which I will undoubtedly mention again as we get closer to that, is at Christ Lutheran Church at 3 o'clock on December the 7th. That's a free will admission, but we are looking for, hopefully, people will give us $20 or more, because it's partially a fundraiser for our trip to Victoria, BC in May to be one of the showcase choirs at the Podium 2026, which is the biennial Choral Canada National Conference and Showcase. Big honor to get accepted for that this year, so we are excited about that. Unfortunately, it means I can't make a trip to Italy that I could have made, but that was a tough one. It would have meant dropping out of the choir, and I really don't want to do that. So you can't do everything. You can't always get what you want, which is not one of the songs. So I'll be working on the YA novel I'm plugging away at and hoping to finally get finished after many years of starting and then stopping for one reason or another, called Changers. It's kind of my take on a werewolf story, but she's not a werewolf. But still that idea of transformation. Probably about halfway through it, maybe a bit more. I don't know yet, because I haven't written it. But it's going pretty well. I tend to get about a couple of thousand words done every session, so it won't take long to finish it at that rate. And then it looks like I'll be writing a third book in what's called the Helix War, Mar Seguro, Terra and Segura. The third one, currently, it's called Vengeance, but in Portuguese, because I kind of saddled myself with Portuguese titles for silly reasons. But there's a publisher that's interested in reprinting the first two books, which I got the rights back to from JAWD. They were my second and third books for JAWD Books. And then take the third book as well. So that'll be fun. So I think that's going to happen. I haven't actually signed the contract yet. Well, this will work well if I keep walking fast enough here. 30 seconds. 19, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see, what should we do today? Make things different. Why don't we do an alley one? I haven't walked through the alleys recently. So we'll take this. It's not really an alley, it's kind of an alley. I guess it's an alley. It's also a drive into this parking garage here, which belongs to this office building to my right. Actually zigzag when I'm taking the alleys. Maybe I'll go straight as far as I can on this alley, which will actually take me, well, at least another block. It's a paved alley, so it's almost like another road. They're helpful if you're going the wrong way on one of these one-way streets and you want to get over to the other one that goes the other way. You can save yourself some distance by taking one of these alleys here. I often show this old house, but it's not an old house anymore. It's a business. And then this extension here is actually on the back of another old house, which has the Regina Symphony in it, but then it has this whole big extension on the back of it. Oh, here comes a scavenger on a bicycle. I still don't know what kind of car that is. There's a car brand that I've seen a couple of now, and I don't actually know. I think it might be a Kia, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I've ever walked down the alley that comes up next, so we might as well do that too. It's all taking us in the right direction. Just walking parallel to College Avenue over there. I should probably be forcing myself to walk more every day just to strengthen things. Because taking the time off probably sets you back a little bit from progress you've made in rehabilitating the bad foot, or the bad ankle, wounded ankle, I guess. I've often been on the other side of this house too, which has a doctor's office in it now, I believe. Or this one, another old house that certainly was not built with a 3-car garage. It also has businesses in it now. Let's go this way. Stick to the alleys. actually come quite a ways to the east, because way down there in the distance is the Balfour, which is only a block or so from the hotel if you're walking down Victoria. So, besides, I find the backs of the houses and stuff interesting. Sometimes staff parking only. Oh, but I could go through their park. Oh, why don't we do that? We'll go through their drive here. Because I don't think I've ever walked under here either. Can't remember what's in this building. There'll be a sign. Hair studios. Okay. Yes, and now that I think about it, I recognize the odor that was coming from it. It's being associated with, it's green grass, but it's not real grass. Oh, squirrel. Hello, squirrel. Burying something. Let's go this way. Just stick to the roads less traveled this time around. I've got Sing, Sing, Sing stuck in my head. It's one of our songs, or it's actually a medley, Sing, 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 and it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Go all the way up to Scarth, but then I run into construction and the sidewalk is closed, so I guess I won't do that. I guess I'll walk up Cornwall from here. Which takes me right up beside the hotel. So that's the end of the alley walks. No, it doesn't have to be. I guess I could go over a half block and go up that alley. But I don't think I will, because it's kind of, then you're coming up the middle of the hotel and have to go out of your way to the left or right to get to the entrance. I'll stick to Cornwall. It'll be a late lunch, but that's okay. Got time to kill. I haven't eaten yet. I was too busy tidying the office. Got a long way to go, but at least my desk is clearer. And I have some grant reports I have to get done this week. And I should have lots of urgency to do them because I get quite a bit of money once they're accepted. It's like you get 80% of the grant up front, 20% when you do the final report. But if the grant's big enough, 20% is a nice chunk of change, and I could certainly use that right now. So I should have done it some time ago, but you know, always put it off. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? Can't put it off any longer though, so have to have it done by the end of the week, both of them. One is mostly done. I just had to delay it because one of the books that the grant covered the production of hadn't been produced yet when the first deadline came around because I delayed it. So that book is out now, so I can finish that one. And the other one's a marketing grant, which unfortunately I did not get this year, which hurt a lot on the Shadowpaw Press side. But hanging in there, and next year I've got Robert J. Sawyer's next novel, the sequel to Downloaded, which came out last year, and it was a huge seller, and I'm sure the sequel will sell too, partly because it starts life, both of them started life as Audible audiobook originals, narrated by Brendan Fraser, of all people. So there's a lot of interest on the audiobook side, and that does spill over to the print side. However, that means doing a big print run, and big print runs mean lots of money up front before you ever see any of the money from the sales. But I think I will be okay heading into that. Currently, I only have 5 books I expect to do next year, although I'll probably add a couple more. There's another one that I have in hand that I think I'll probably take on by a very well-known Canadian writer. So I'm thinking that'll probably be in the fall, along with the On Spec anthology, since I took over On Spec brand, the magazine that's ending with this issue next month, after many years. So there'll be a Kickstarter in February probably, and currently I'm thinking February, with the idea that the book comes out before Christmas. It's part of my fall list. And I'll possibly have another one of my own books next year, but maybe not, now that I have another publisher. And I'm still waiting to hear from the publisher who took my most recent, or is looking at, hasn't taken it, looking at The Fifth Magic, which is my most recent adult novel. I can't wait to see what they think of it. Hasn't been long enough to say, so, even though your inclination these days is, I sent it to you like a week ago, haven't you read it yet? It's actually been longer than that, but still. 3 months is the earliest I would think of doing a follow-up note. It certainly hasn't been 3 months yet. I think I sent it in September. Might have been 2 months by now. Okay, one more block and we're there. Probably if I don't hear anything by the end of the year, I'll send a feeler out early next year, see where we're at with that. I dearly hope that they will take it, because I would dearly love to have a new publisher in hand. My old publisher, JAWD Books, was sold and my editor retired, and I kind of lost my connection there. Although I could, of course, send this to them, and probably will, or at least ask them about it if it doesn't get taken. But I never did huge sales with JAWD, so I'm not high on their list of potential bestsellers, that's for sure. Without my old editor there, it's difficult. I don't know the new people at all on the editorial side. But I had a new book this year. I'll have one next year, at least one next year, maybe more. So I'm getting back into the writing swing, largely because I've cut back on the number of books I'm publishing. There won't be any more than, there might be 7 next year. There won't be any more than that. There might only be 6. I think. There might be some through Endless Sky Books, but that's a separate operation. Works differently. Well, in fact, tomorrow, Magebane, which is one of my Dawn novels that got rights reverted to me. Standalone fantasy written under the pseudonym Lee Arthur Chane, my two older brothers' middle names and my middle name, is out, and I put that out under the End of Sky Books imprint. That's where my reprints are going to go from now on, I think, any reprints I do. Okay, I'll stop here. So thanks for walking with me.